Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Nothing Scripted. I am your Uncle Wes.
Uncle.
This is my good friend Pablo the Interrupter.
How are you?
And the very talented Tinks Blackburn.
Deuces, pieces, whatever.
If you've never joined us before, we'd like to welcome you to the show and let you know that this is a show about you. It's a show about nothing. It's a show about everything.
And nothing.
And nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
something. It's got something.
It's a show about something, but we don't know.
It's a show about a lot of stuff.
It is.
We just can't tell you what it is until we tell you what it is.
That's right. We just never know walking in the door.
Never know. But yeah, here we are.
There we are.
How's it going?
Good. How about you guys?
Did you stay dry?
I did. I stayed in the house.
You stayed in the house?
In the house. I mean, I walked outside on occasion.
No evacuation for you then?
Nope. No premature evacuation for
you
me.
turn it to sundown?
Somebody has to do it.
I did not prematurely evacuate at all.
Did you see the video about the guy that was being interviewed and he said, yeah, I heard about all the evacuations.
Oh yeah, that was
down
beautiful.
there."
And some dude he created a hit out of it. It's actually gone viral.
Yes, I love it.
It's good stuff.
It's associated with the meme that black people will put anything to music, is how I had actually seen it.
Really?
And then, yeah,
Okay.
it's got a good beat. I would
Uh-huh.
evacuate if
Evacuate?
I needed to at
Yeah.
any given moment. So I think the drinking word today would probably be hurricane.
Hurricane?
Just because we all have a little lighter sense of humor
Okay.
about it.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
we're also thinking about our friends in the Keys and still Texas recovering and everything. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's been a rough summer so far.
Sure.
Sure has, and we've got 3 more out in the Atlantic. Of course, Jose, he's drunk. We don't know what the
3
hell
more
he's
what?
doing.
Yeah, he's good.
There's a couple of other tropical depressions following Jose.
Not hurricanes.
They're not hurricanes
yet.
yet, but one of them has, I think, a 60% chance of becoming a tropical storm or a hurricane.
Ooh.
The other one's only at 50%, but it's still just a few hundred miles off the coast of Africa right now. So we don't really know what's going to happen there.
That's
But
a ways.
yeah, it's a long ways away.
That's
Yeah.
like next week.
We're not going to make that the drinking word because
Hurricane?
you're 2 behind, 3 behind.
Oh,
Oh, well.
so sweet Lord.
Why don't they pay attention for a second?
I'm not
Yeah, and I don't have
busy
a
saying the word.
I don't have a second string order over here.
Oh, you know what's showing behind us? Walton Home Solutions.
Okay, what about 'em?
They did our floor.
Nice. That was sweet. Hey, and you know, speaking of,
Still the floor you guys can't see, but
just trust us, there is a
On it.
floor under the table. You know what? I've seen a lot of the modern air trucks around 30A in South Walton
Yes.
where I did not recognize them before. So obviously,
Mm-hmm.
the advertising they're doing with 30A television is working.
I think it is.
so much so they're buying new trucks,
Absolutely, and placing them
Sounds to me like
strategically
they're not
throughout
paying
South
enough.
Walton.
paying for gas,
Maybe.
drive them around.
Absolutely.
They got money left for trucks. They got money left for more advertising.
That is
More
correct.
advertising. We
Thanks,
could write
Stacy.
you your own floor jingle or something.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
They had one
Yes.
with snow in it. That was kind of cool. Where the truck drove along and the snow went behind it. That was cool. We didn't do that one.
So, you know, if you're tuning in at home, be sure to turn your phones down.
Oh, really? Turn them up.
Tuning in from the live studio audience again
but-
tonight.
You know, be sure to chime in the comments and let us know that you are here and tell us
Yes.
what you're up to. If you are in South Florida, we definitely want to know that you're safe. If you're out in Texas,
Yep.
we also want to check in on you there, guys. So be sure to check in with us there.
Love that.
So, what should we
Stacy-
talk about tonight?
Well, Stacy loves
a whole
us.
sheet.
So
can
we love
talk about
Stacy.
that.
How about
Stacy's
crunchies?
awesome.
I want to thank John Harlow for the crunchy bars. He smuggled them in from Britain up his butt because you're not allowed to bring food in.
It's British Butterfingers, what it is.
It is not. It's
But-
not close.
Tastes just like a
Butt
Butterfinger.
or finger.
It's not even close.
it's identical.
Not, it's not.
It's just thicker.
identical. It's not.
Aesthetically, it looks different.
They're not very original with their naming, though.
It's
It's
bi-
just crunchy.
It's
Crunchy.
based on a recipe from the oldest fair in the world. It's called the Old Lammas Fair in Ballycastle, and it started in 1400. How about that?
Wow. And
How
is
about
that, did
that?
they make those in the 1400s?
Yes, they did. It's called Yellow Man.
You won't find that
Yellow
under
man?
anything labeled.
Yeah.
Isn't
fun
that an
fact.
Asian?
Yeah, and you've got to. You could start there, but you it's actually they eat the seaweed up there too. It's
Seaweed?
called dulse.
Okay.
It's just salty rubber, really.
Is
Nice.
it like the same seaweed that's on sushi?
No,
Is it like the seaweed that's in a seaweed salad?
no.
Huh.
It's like calamari with salt, and not the breading. No breading either.
Yeah. Hey,
So how about that?
Curtis joined us. Thanks for joining us,
Yay,
Curtis.
Curtis.
How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, Curtis?
Stacy, I know you have not been to my house, and that's because I'm a very secretive person.
Back
And,
tell you where
um,
he lives, Stacy.
He doesn't
And-
even know where he lives himself.
No, I have to, they blindfold me before I can go home.
I'd rather put a hood on you.
But we, before I knew about you guys at Modern Air, we recently had some major work done to our air conditioning, so, you know,
Modern Air seriously loves us.
yes.
Yeah, they
Tony
should.
Bones just said
Whoa,
so.
Tony's watching?
Yeah,
Man.
Tony's watching.
He's the best marketing guy that won't go on
I
camera
bet they're
ever.
having a really cool party somewhere.
Pottery party?
Their station at Gulf Coast Jam was the coolest.
Who's that, Modern Air?
Mhm.
Do they have air conditioning tents?
Yep.
Oh, that rocks, that's great.
It was air and it was modern.
Was it Modern Air?
And it was
Nice.
out of the mud.
Nice, perfect,
They didn't use any ice or anything.
so,
So there you go.
So,
that's perfect,
That's a
Love
pretty
that
good
too.
plug for them today.
absolutely.
Drinking word, Modern Air.
Wait a minute, so you had your air fixed?
Yeah, well, you know, we've only lived, we bought our place 3 years ago, and the first summer we had an issue with air. And I got a recommendation from a friend of an air service, and they came out and looked at it. And then the next summer, they came out, I had to call them back. And they came out.
Freon?
No, it wasn't Freon, they replaced the compressor.
Ah.
So I'm always have a completely new unit thanks to that situation, so. And you know what, I'm not gonna call the name of the air company because they never sent me the invoice for the compressor. I never had to pay for it, so,
Well, you know, an honest man would actually call.
well, you know, I did.
What would
That's-
Jesus do, Wes?
Well, he chased somebody out of the temple with a whip.
Because
That's what he would do.
taxation is theft.
That's right, taxation is that. Speaking of that, y'all saw my
I
Trump tweet.
did.
You saw where Trump tweeted about me this week,
I
right?
can't believe it.
It's pretty awesome. You shouldn't believe it because it's bullshit. But anyway.
Well, people are believing it.
Yes,
Are they
absolutely.
really?
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have to get rid of my stupid friends.
Hey, here's the thing, though. Here's
You
the
got a
thing.
lot of those.
I know, right?
It's-
No, you know, Ken has a lot of stupid friends on Facebook. Sometimes I get on his account and unfriend somebody because they are so stupid while he's sleeping.
And he has no idea.
He has no idea.
6 months later, he's like, where's
Where's
my stupid friend at? What happened to my stupid friend?
because he has so many stupid friends, he never misses a stupid friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has plenty.
I got you. So, guys, we're at some point in a week's time or during the day, you have some deep thoughts, do you not?
All day long.
All day long? Well, I found that I have my deepest thoughts when I'm in the bathroom.
Oh,
So I've written down a few of my deepest thoughts that I've had, and I've also found some others online because
somebody else's dead.
there's a whole Tumblr page of shower thoughts, is what they call it, which I think is appropriate. We'll keep it clean there. We won't call it throne thoughts. But
But that's a good term.
that isn't it great? Throne.
I think you just
Hashtag
did call
throne.
it.
Throne thoughts.
Throne thought. I can't even say
Throne
it.
I
thoughts.
don't really have time to think.
Wow, you're in
on
and
the
out.
throne.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I'm an in and out
Yeah,
girl.
girls don't sit in their own poo and smells and just
We don't.
read the book
I don't
or
think we
anything.
surf the internet and stuff. I don't think
Yeah.
we do that as a general.
My wife's visits have increased a little bit though. She used to be like a, yeah. Now she's like a,
She's
she's
just
in
trying
there.
to get away from you a little
I'll tell you,
longer.
the thing is, my thoughts are in the shower because I can't take my phone in the shower.
Oh.
When I'm sitting on the throne,
mm,
I've got the phone.
mm.
It rhymes. I'm like a
Remind
poet.
me to not
you know?
touch your phone.
No.
Yeah, here.
Shit.
No. I have a
It's
procedure.
time to eat my crunchy.
I have a procedure when we do that. But yeah, Steve. Steve Ortner says that not appropriate, Wes. Steve, you know me. I'm rarely appropriate, brother.
Mm.
So
Hi Chase. Hi Lorraine. Thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in.
yes,
ladies.
absolutely.
Cool.
So, a couple of my thoughts.
Yeah.
One I thought about just the other day is I can't be the only one in the world who puts potato chips inside their sandwich.
No, Oprah taught me that a long time ago.
Oprah?
You're not.
Oprah did.
Is that part of the book club?
It was part of her diet club.
Putting chips on the
Yeah.
sandwich?
You're just looking for the crunchy really when you eat chips with sandwiches, so you get the crunch in every single bite, and it's just the fat girl's thing to do.
Do you put cotton ketchup in it too?
Ketchup on the sandwich?
No, ketchup on the chips to go with the.
We're not in Britain, man. We're talking about potato chips, not French fries.
They
No,
sell
that too.
ketchup-flavored chips.
No, I'm
I
talking about
love
the chips.
ketchup flavored chips. If anybody out there is anywhere that they sell those,
Canada?
please Send me
UK,
some. I
Tato
really
makes
love
them.
the ketchup flavored
We- I
Doritos.
did, did used to take, as a kid, I would take ketchup, mustard, mix it together, and take plain chips and dip them in there, so.
Golden
That's
Wonder
kind
makes
of
them,
like eating a hot dog.
by the way.
Who does?
Yep.
Yeah.
Next time John goes
Hers-
to Ireland, we'll
hers
get him to
does,
bring
too.
some.
Lorraine Sloan says crisps on a sandwich rocks.
Mhm.
Rock.
Which is the correct
Sing.
terminology, as I eat my crunchy, Lorraine.
Oh, Lord.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm not alone. There are several people. My wife looks at me like I'm crazy when I do that. But we've been together so long that if there are crumbs in the bottom of a
She'll
potato
know.
chip, she'll leave them for me to put on my next sandwich. She won't throw them away.
Aw,
Isn't
that's
that sweet?
sweet.
But I like the act
We have a
of
special
making them
kind of potato
smaller.
chip love. Yeah. Do I?
I like the actual act of making them smaller, though.
Making the chips, oh, banging.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's like a thing.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I
So-
think, so I'm not alone. I feel.
So what about
feel
French
better.
fries in your sandwich?
No, that's just stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Impossible.
Because they don't have a crunch.
No, they don't have crunch.
Well, if you put the potato chips along with it,
No, you have to keep
You
those.
guys.
You have to
All
keep
right,
those
give me-
segregated.
Give me a new thought.
So, all right, here's another one.
Lorraine likes it, I know it.
This is one that I think
Told you, french
At
fries on a
least-
burger, not a sandwich.
at least
Our
50%.
audience said it too.
Sorry, go
Who,
ahead.
fries on a burger?
Yeah.
John,
I just said
John
that.
Harlow's all about it.
What about onion rings on a burger?
Yeah.
Like a fried onion ring on a burger?
Uh-huh.
That's the only way I'll eat onions, by the way, is fried.
Oh, did you see where Taco Bell's giving you a taco in a fried egg?
I'll
In a
tell you,
fried egg shell?
our Taco Bell commercials not the grossest looking things you've ever seen in their
Yeah.
life.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll go by there and get a taco, but if you look at the meat and the crap, most things, like the Arby's commercials, they show you this gorgeous, just sexy looking Arby's roast beef sandwich. But you look at the doggone tacos, man, they're nasty.
It's
I
not good.
almost took pictures of my tacos from Hardee's today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got
Because it
3
was like-
jokes lined up for that one
Okay,
right
go
there.
ahead, go ahead.
I can't, none of them are clean.
Oh, okay. So taco jokes.
Gross.
Here's another one. This isn't really a shower thought. It's just kind of a pet peeve thing, and I think at least 50% of the people down here in Walton County would agree with me on this.
Yes.
You shouldn't be able to ride your bike in the middle of the lane
Right.
like a car,
Yes.
yet ignore the stop sign.
Mhm.
Or on the other
Matter of fact,
side.
I personally think if you do that, you should be shot.
Did you see the one guy got kicked off the bike?
Where?
Or pushed off the bike in the car? He was in the middle lane and the gentleman in the car basically,
Where was this at?
just the internet.
Oh,
Where everything in the world happens.
that's not quite as satisfying as somebody locally.
I'm not as hard as you on those guys, Wes. I don't think they should be shot. I think they should be ran over.
Okay, that's perfect too.
Wow, you guys are a little harsh. I'd be like, give them a stiff talking to is what I would do.
I do.
Here's
I
the
do when
thing.
I get to the I do when I get to them, and they've been the ones that's. I roll the window down and give them a stiff talking to,
Yeah.
like and a stiff middle finger, and just.
Wasn't there the time when there was somebody on 30A who was yelling at the bike guy and said, "Who do you think you are, Lance Armstrong?" And it was because he was dating Sheryl Crow at the time.
Oh, wow.
Before the cheating,
Perfect.
Before,
before the cheating of the
did he have
Tour de
both?
France and things.
Did he have both?
No,
Yeah.
at the
No,
time,
still
at the time he was on 2 tires,
I think
yes.
that's why they broke up.
That's
She
before he
found out
lost a
about the-
tire.
She found out about the ball.
He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball in the relationship. So, anyway,
We do this every
we,
week, folks.
one of the things that aggravates me about the bike riders, now, if we're gonna get on this soapbox. All right, you know where I live. I live on the peninsula behind the hospital, Mac
I
Bayou
thought you
area.
were a private person. Didn't want to tell
No,
me
I'm gonna
about
tell you
that.
where I live right now because I've got something that goes with it. And there's a group, and I'm not gonna name the bike shop, but they are in Miramar Beach. It's a high-end bike shop, and it's right beside Ace Hardware. And those guys,
Whoa, wait a minute. Where?
right beside Ace Hardware,
Uh-huh.
and.
Which one, in Miramar?
No, yeah, Miramar.
Okay.
Ace South Walton, right across from the Poopy plant. You know where the Poopy plant is?
Yes.
Do you have the address of this place so I can Google Earth it right now?
Yeah, we can look it up.
You can put the link in there.
It rhymes with Bobbin's Bike Shop. So these guys, there's at least 15 of them,
So
and
it's
they.
Big Daddy's?
No, it's not Big Daddy's. And these guys ride bikes in the morning, usually when I have to be somewhere at a certain particular time.
Yes.
And they ride all the way down Mike Bayou into Driftwood subdivision. They ride around the loop and come out. and there's 15 of them, so you can't pass them. If you've
Yeah.
ever driven back there, you know there's a lot of curves, a lot of 90-degree turns and all of this stuff. So you can't pass them, so you have to follow these bastards all the way out of Mac Bayou. Excuse my language. I'm sorry, but I'm getting irritated at them right now. Just
Apparently.
thinking about them. But
If any of them are watching,
yes,
We love you guys.
yeah.
what time in the morning?
It just varies. They don't do it every day, but and it's only certain times a year when they do it. But it is
Yeah.
so irritating. And the thing is, you blow the horn at them and stuff, they're shooting your birds back. They're really militant about their whole bike situation.
Well,
which,
are they all?
They don't realize that I'm armed.
They all have spandex on.
oh yeah, they've got the whole grape
Do they
smuggling
have-
outfit going on. They are smuggling grapes all the way up and down. They think they are Lance Armstrong, as a matter of fact.
I blame Starbucks.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I told one at a red light one day, I was like, unless you have Kellogg's written back across there, and don't come out here with your Kmart. And he's
Oh.
like, the bike path has a 35 mile an hour limit on it. And I
That's
go,
right.
I hate to tell you, buddy, we were doing 26.
Yeah.
You
You're
take
not.
it to the bike path. We
Yeah.
just put
But
the
see, no, you can't.
millions
No.
of dollars on the
No,
38.
no.
What?
First of all, right, the bike path is you're 15 miles an hour or less, and it's okay for the occasional golf
Who's
cart.
clocking
Apparently,
these people?
I
Have you ever
s-
seen
well,
any of our sheriffs clocking them?
I'm just
No.
saying. So here's the thing: is I'm of the opinion of that those that post about things we need are never satisfied.
Well, that's true.
You need a bike path. Okay, here's your bike path, $8 million. All right. Oh well, no, but we ride other bikes. We can't go on it.
Yeah, we've got a fancy
Seriously?
Lance Armstrong grape smuggling bike. We can't
You
do
know what else
this.
gets on my nerves is the golf carts.
Really?
Yeah.
On the cart path.
On the
I mean,
on
on the-
38.
Oh well.
Oh,
You don't like them on the cart path? Nobody else is
No,
using it?
On the bike path.
nobody's except the
Nobody else
walkers.
is using the bike path. Why not put
Yeah.
the golf carts?
I
Hi,
guess-
Helen.
I guess-
Helen, you still on vacation in wherever you were, North Carolina? Just thought I'd ask.
Oh, look, there are people visiting
I'll keep.
in our chat room.
They are
Okay.
actually
That's cool.
brothers, as a matter of fact. One is my dad and
Oh.
one's my
Oh,
uncle.
glad we could bring your family together.
Yes, absolutely. And
Is
they
this
live in the same
Thanksgiving?
town, which is funny.
So,
So
It's weird.
let's move on before we end up walking outside and there's a bunch of bikers with tiki torches waiting on us.
Yeah.
What about when a car alarm goes off? How do you
That's
feel
all.
about that?
we were in Seaside the other day at a meeting with Red Tricycle, and that was really cool at Great Southern. And a car alarm went off with the person in it.
Really?
I've done
And they
that.
could
I've
not
done it. You
turn
gotta
it
put
off.
You've got to put the key in the ignition.
They knew nothing about flicking the thing. They knew nothing about the getting out of the door and doing all that, or putting it in the
They
ignition.
just let the battery
A
die.
passerby had to, in fact, come along and teach them.
Was it a millennial, Liz?
And I did. It was a gentleman with silver hair,
Oh, wow.
because gray hairs matter.
A bison.
Gray lives
millennial.
matter.
A
That's
bison
true.
millennials.
That's right.
So, yeah, that was nice of that gentleman to inform the other gentleman how to work a
Your own car.
feckin' button.
Your
Clearly a
feckin'.
rental.
Is that a hashtag? FECKIN? Feckin'?
It's legal in the Catholic Church
Okay.
as a
Well,
swear
a lot
word.
of stuff
As a
is if
swear word.
nobody's looking.
When I hear a car alarm, I'm just praying somebody would just steal that car.
I've never heard a car alarm driving off down the road.
Oh, I have. Back in the day, there was a repo guy in Albany, Georgia.
No.
And he'd go pick up a car and he'd drive it with the alarm going blaring all the way through town.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, except for the person that got repoed and then it wasn't.
That's
Yeah.
not
Nice.
That's not good.
Hi, King Alice.
All right, so, one of the most popular movies of the weekend was It.
Oh, Lowe's has generators.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
What was
I've got
it?
one. I've been talking to him about getting a generator. So we'll take that, we'll handle that conversation off the air. So,
Yeah, and then if they give you a great big generator deal when you go get it, then you can mention it on air
Right,
next time.
sure, we'll hashtag Lowe's though, just
Yeah.
because you brought that up.
Any of those other cameras actually working here? I don't know, I was just wondering.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's been swapping it around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
She has.
totally been putting your
She,
face on there.
absolutely. So,
I'm looking about your face.
I wonder how many people have responded to the question, have you seen It?
Oh, thanks.
With seen what?
What? Oh, you mean the movie?
Yeah.
Which
Have-
movie?
Have you seen It with the question, has seen what? Well, that makes, I mean, there have to be somebody
No, I
that would have
haven't.
to do that. Do it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, I've got a,
Do you want me to lay your joke out for you? Cause if nobody's getting it, like, it's like who's
If you have
on-
to lay it out.
Who's on first.
Thank you, no.
Yeah,
Punch
it's
you
not
board.
working, it's not working, working nicely, so.
Have you seen it? What?
Have you, what? Have you seen what?
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 It.
It.
What?
That's right. So who's on first?
It.
Yes, that's right. So,
Ken went down to the bay the other day. What are you
Right.
doing?
Mhm.
Cheers.
hurricane?
Mhm.
Ken went back down to the bay the other day. He takes the dogs, and there were a big bunch of balloons just hanging out there, like it had been there in the woods. It
Wow.
kind of spooked him, and he hasn't even seen it.
Bigfoot?
Yeah, Bigfoot had balloons for his birthday.
No.
You weren't invited.
Yes.
Man,
And like,
I miss everything.
thank you, Shanna, for mentioning my haircut.
Did she give it to you?
No, the girl that cuts my hair is named Dana.
Oh, I knew it was that.
Are you cheating on your hairdresser?
No, I'm not
That's
cheating
like
on my
the
hairdresser.
worst thing in the
I've
world.
cheated on her one time, and she was so upset that I hadn't
Yeah,
done it
I
again.
would
have
be
to
too.
give a shout out to my ex-mother-in-law tuning in.
Your ex-mother-in-law?
Hi.
You were married?
Mhm. 7 years.
Wow,
Whoa.
we learned something
So,
tonight.
is he back in the
We're
monastery?
moving on.
Yes. He's in the nunnery.
Mother Teresa?
Get thee to a nunnery.
You see the nun chopping up the tree with a chainsaw in Miami?
No.
How badass was that?
I bet that was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, instead of waiting for the government to come along,
The government?
she just went ahead with a chainsaw and cut up this big
She actually
tree.
inspired her whole community to get out there and just.
That's
throw
right.
a
She set a
chainsaw.
great example.
She did.
Yeah.
You know what was amazing though? Nobody actually helped her. They just watched her cut the tree and take her photo. It's like they could have.
Were they millennialists?
I don't know. What if it got?
That's
what if it got
that,
caught up in her cassock or whatever it's called?
isn't it a smock?
Isn't it a habit?
It's a habit.
I don't
yeah.
think she does it every week.
I don't know. I'm not Catholic, so I wouldn't know.
I'm a.
Also, moving on.
Yeah, let me pause here for a
Number
minute.
of form
Jerry
Catholic.
and William, I see you. We're talking about other stuff. I'll give you guys a call later.
How much
Are
like?
they,
Love you.
Are they your
What
brothers?
time?
No, that's my dad and my uncle. They're a little on the crazy side sometimes.
That's
so.
okay.
You could call out your dunkle.
Dunkel?
Mhm.
Okay, fair enough. So what about you guys? You had any deep thoughts lately? Interesting
No.
thoughts?
I'm pretty sure that eyes are beautiful in the head, but they're not outside of the head.
That's true. That's
Can
a
I
great
steal
point.
one of these thoughts on this?
I just did.
He just did, so yeah.
If you were reading the second one.
No, I was asking permission though.
Yeah.
No, I-
Thank you for being considerate.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
That's
You
no
are
great.
the
chance of
right-
that happening
You are the
right here.
original theft of these deep thoughts.
Yeah.
The thief.
Not all of these are original anyway,
That's
so.
right. It's up to you to figure out what actually came out of his head.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We have
In the
never-
bathroom, which is a gross statement.
We have original thoughts.
Well, I know you do. I know you do. That's the reason I asked for them.
You know what? That's funny.
That's right.
Which, when somebody says that's funny in a conversation,
And it's not?
it's usually not.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's right. And I do it all the time.
That's funny.
I'll say, that's funny. But it's not.
Not.
It's
Oh
not.
my God, you told me yesterday that that was funny. Did you not mean it?
No, I meant it yesterday. It was different. That was.
You're
totally-
funny all the time.
It's
I
totally
am
different.
funny all the time.
So we never need to say that.
But,
around you.
but more often than not, when somebody says that's funny. That's not saying every time when you say it's funny.
Right.
That it's
Sometimes
not.
it really is funny.
Sometimes it is. That is
And
absolutely
then that's
true.
when you usually say that shit's funny.
That's right.
Can't
and
say
you-
ass on TV.
You can't.
And you say bah ha 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 with it. Yeah.
Shiz.
Shiz.
Yeah. You missed the Z because you're foreign.
Why is there a bois with a W in it too?
A what?
Shouldn't the bois when you do it?
The blah ha ha.
Yeah, why is there a W in it?
Um,
'Cause that's not how you laugh. You don't like.
Wah, ha, ha, ha.
It's like,
Sometimes I do that.
Now
I do
you're-
that
now you're
sometimes.
miss-
I do wah, ha, 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 and then I'll go wah, ha, 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 ha.
If
They're
you're
two different things.
If you're gonna laugh like that, you need a monocle and a top.
I do.
and a top hat and a cane.
I do stuff. Wah, ha, ha, ha. That's exactly what I'm doing.
You see
when
what
I
I'm
type
saying?
that
Now you're
out at
Mr.
home.
Peanuts or
Yeah.
something.
Curtis asked us what's in the cups. I'm drinking Yoo-Hoo tonight.
I am still drinking kombucha,
Water.
Sriracha.
sriracha, and kombucha.
One day we'll do that.
It's my special
That's right.
blend.
They make a chili beer. It's
Do
not
they?
good.
We
yeah,
had to
it's-
quit drinking because we got censored
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's water.
Yeah, it is
by
water.
people.
I'm gonna about to crack another water here in a minute.
All of
So-
our best audience members also bring
You didn't say that was funny.
12
That's fine.
pack of water when they stop
Yes,
by.
those are our most coveted and
Very-
most loved and favorite audience
I
members.
don't know how audience members are at other like big productions and stuff, but we do have the coolest.
We
We
do,
do.
we do, when
They bring
people
us
come and hang out. And we do have a studio audience here tonight,
We do,
guys.
that's awesome.
There you go. So-
My best friend and her husband,
Camera
which
three.
is also one of my best friends,
Yes.
surprised me today at the show. Turns out everybody knew it and I didn't, so it's super awesome. And they brought a 12-pack of water.
That was
Wow,
sweet.
Which Paul is pouring into his glass, and we don't want to give like
Stop it.
That's right.
Danica or any of those water companies some sort of
Dasani?
Do you know,
whatever.
do you know what I call Zephyr Hills? Syphilis.
Syphilis.
Syphilis
It does
water.
look a little. They need a font.
You know, if you just kind of glance at it, through your periphery, it does kind of look like syphilis.
I said the
Syphilis
same
water.
about Fiji.
Fiji?
Mhm.
Nice.
Fiji water
I still think we're gonna have guests.
tonight?
No.
At some point.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll actually have guests. We have Amy and the gang from For Her, the breast cancer, local breast cancer charity. They have a big golf tourney coming up.
Helicopters.
Yeah, with
That's right, I
helicopters
wanna buy
and
the golf
tanks and,
balls.
they're gonna drop golf balls from a
Okay.
When
helicopter
do they drop them?
before
At the
they start the
beginning.
tournament.
Before they come here?
They used to do it after and it was.
No, that'll be afterwards.
So she can actually sell me tickets while she's here?
I don't, yeah, sure, sure.
Or
Sure.
now even.
Because I know my golf ball's going in.
I get 10%, buy them off me.
So anyway,
Nobody said that
that's,
was funny.
that's funny. But they'll be joining us next week, and that, you know
Let's
what?
tag her on it right now.
Let's tag her right now, but,
Dagger.
but
You tag her.
Amy Walsh
Okay.
is our Alec Baldwin. She's to nothing scripted that Alec Baldwin is to Saturday Night Live.
She hangs up on you after yelling down your
Yes.
voicemail?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
But she will have, she actually already has been on the show more than any other guest,
That's true.
and she will surpass that number next Thursday when
That's
she
true.
joins us.
Including Good Morning 38 as well.
Absolutely. And she, you know what? She was also our very first guest. The very
Yes.
first show we aired back in February,
And she survived.
and she did survive. And she was willing to come back, which
Mhm.
speaks volumes for Amy's character.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, so there you go.
There you go. Everybody was really
I'm
interested
gonna
in
have
that.
to read what Adriana's.
Let's not.
I want to so bad though.
You're gonna have to
So-
scroll up quite a ways. It's okay. We're
No,
good.
We need a hypnotist. We need
I'm
a,
all for
we
kid,
need a
that
fire
kid.
thrower or whatever
It's
she's
really
called.
good, yeah.
Fire eater,
What's her name? Gracie.
Gracie.
Gracie's sleeping.
Oh,
Cheers.
they
Night,
said
night.
that they'd send you a bag of ketchup chips if they were shown on camera, but
You do
wasn't expecting that today.
Oh. We
So
can set up
I'm
another
not
camera.
dressed appropriately enough.
So she's saying she don't have a bra on.
Is that what she's saying?
That's what she's saying.
Any
Exactly what
opportunity.
I'm
We
saying.
could do from your shoulders up, girl. We weren't
Yeah.
needing to show that
We just
Yeah.
want to see your
you have
face.
bigger boobs than
Just want
everybody
to see your
here.
face anyway. I mean, not that we don't want to see
Yeah.
your face.
This
How
is
about
taking
my
a very
hand?
weird
I'm
turn.
gonna take a picture of you.
What if I like?
Yeah,
There you go.
There you
There's
go.
my hand.
Look, she's here.
Yeah, that's her.
That's a huge hand.
That's right.
I don't know. I think that hand needed more support than was in that little picture you took there. Maybe a glove. Where are your gloves at, girl?
Mhm.
It's a hand bra.
The hand bra.
Which is basically a glove.
All right.
Out this. I basically.
You see our
wore my
president putting
PJs.
on gloves today?
No, I didn't notice
It's a
that.
bit of a struggle. I think he will get
Because
acquitted.
he has.
Did y'all
huge
see his
hands.
tweet about me with me? Did I mention that?
No.
Did I mention the tweet?
Did
Where
you get
Trump-
tweeted by?
Yes.
Well, why
You
don't
know
you
what?
POTUS right now?
All right, look it up.
It's
It's on my timeline on
Shannon
Facebook.
doesn't know what's going on.
I was
That's our
able
point.
to convince Trump that taxation is in fact
Yeah.
theft. Because it is theft. So-
I just have to say hi to Chad Elston. I haven't seen him
Yeah.
in over 20 years.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Well,
but
he was
hi,
one of the
Chad.
most fun to be around with me our senior year of high school.
So,
Wow.
oh wow, so y'all were the
Pretty big
superlative.
achievement.
You are
Keep
so
it up,
awesome.
Gracie!
Okay, I should be back.
You are so awesome.
Come back.
We're back.
And we're back, guys. Sorry about that. Oh Lord,
I don't know what happened there.
We were on.
we were on the whole time.
No,
Probably not.
I don't know, but who
So-
does the air in this building?
I don't
The
know.
air people?
That's not.
It's not modern air?
It's not modern air.
Oh.
It was working before I left the building.
TV behind
Bad.
you.
What's it-
No,
are
my
you
foot's
hot?
cold, so I was gonna say, but I didn't wanna give him his
Oh, so
foot.
that's good.
He wasn't like, yeah.
That's good. That means it's working.
He's like,
Oh.
needs socks.
I'm sure.
So what I was saying before we went to that brief break,
Commercial break.
after going to the bathroom, shouldn't people wash their hands before they put their pants back on?
Well, I always do. What do you do?
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, because aren't we getting our,
Yeah,
aren't you getting your clothes
Yeah,
dirty?
it's-
What are you, a circus act?
Yeah.
You know, that's just one of my faults. So I thought, all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Hit refresh, Carol.
Yeah, hit
I
refresh,
just-
Carol.
I understand like the,
Oh.
but I mean, how
Okay,
dirty
thank
does it get when you go to the bathroom? How dirty does your hand get? I mean,
Not dirty at all, actually. I try to keep it pretty
alright, well
clean.
then your clothes should be pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't like to blue light them.
I don't know, you guys just make the bathroom sound way dirtier than.
Bathrooms are pretty nasty. You ever been in one?
Well,
You ever been in that one?
yeah, but I like to keep it clean.
See, I have a note made here that's not on there.
Yeah.
That I put that he
It's on
has
here.
a bathroom thing.
Who has a bathroom?
Him.
Here's the thing.
I don't read your
Oh, hold on.
notes.
Sorry, I'm getting a stink eye
And we're back.
from the camera people.
Yeah, I know.
The,
That should be awesome.
Here's the thing. Bathrooms, flatulence, and poop will always be funny.
Oh, see.
Always. Always be
Trying to
funny.
keep it classy.
Look, hey, who are you sitting beside?
Teens.
Okay. On the other side.
The other camera.
I'm telling you, I don't
could
care
work.
who you are and how high class and pretentious you are. If somebody tells a good flatulence joke, you're gonna laugh.
Give me one.
Am I wrong? You want a good flatulence joke?
Yep.
Oh, I got one.
That fast?
Oh, man, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
I've
do.
got a whole.
I've got a whole arsenal of
Yeah.
flatulence jokes. So, do you want me to tell one for real?
Please.
Yeah, I really do.
All right, because Paul always gets something
Camera
comfortable
one
when we
would be
talk
cool.
about this kind of stuff. So,
There you go.
Avon lady was on the
What's that speaking
15th
noise?
floor of this high-rise, right above
Who?
the Avon lady.
It's gonna be a long one.
No, it's not gonna be that long, I promise.
Paul's gonna keep interrupting, it is.
I was just getting clarification.
Yeah, all right, so
Alright.
Paul.
The whole audience were asking the same
Focus,
question.
focus,
Shut the-
focus.
Shut the flip up and let me go ahead and, go
You
ahead
can
and
say
talk.
feck as well.
Okay. So, Avon lady, she was in an appointment, she was selling some perfuming items to a client on the 15th floor of this high-rise in New York City.
How many floors were in it?
17. Shut up. So,
New York?
but yes, in New York, Manhattan, actually, if you want to
Did
get
it have a door person?
Yes, they did have a door guy down at the bottom, and Jerry Seinfeld filled in for him.
In Harlem?
In Harlem. So anyway,
Because that's
this
like.
joke's gonna suck because he keeps interrupting.
I disagree. They're
It's
all
a great
laughing. Look,
joke.
they're all
It's a
saying
great
that's
joke.
funny.
You're doing that.
Look how many loves we're
You're
getting.
mashing that.
I'm
See?
not. I am
I'm
now.
watching you do it.
My hands are not there. Go ahead and mash, people. Come on, people mashing.
So-
Look at that. Oh, I'm not even near. Look
They
at
love
that.
my
Isn't
fart
that
joke.
Weird?
So she,
Joe, they
she,
like me clarification.
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 I'm trying to tell a
story.
joke. I'm trying to tell a joke, I promise.
All
I
right.
promise. Are you
Is it on
listening?
the-
Are you listening? Can I tell my joke? Are you listening?
Was it on the L train?
Look, man, come on.
All right.
Can I finish?
What was he selling
So
again?
she had eaten beans for lunch before she went to this appointment, so the
Bushes?
gas had started building up.
Were they Bush's beans?
They were Bush's beans.
Barbecue?
And, yes. So, yes.
Or regular?
Grilling beans, actually.
Oh.
So
okay.
she had to go. So she sells her, she's hurrying this appointment up. She's getting through. She runs to the elevator and she gets in. As soon as the door closes, she just lets it go.
Oh, no.
And the problem is,
Mhm.
it's not very aromatic, not in a positive way.
Well, it's an elevator.
It's a stinky fart. So what she does, she reaches in her
I
Avon
gotta
bag.
interrupt. Is there a fart that smells good?
Some of them just have no odor.
Yes.
So she
Mine
reaches
smell- Mine
in.
smell like roses.
She reaches in her bag and pulls out some pine
Cones.
scent. Pine scent.
Pine
She sprays
cones?
it around in there. She gets down to the third floor, and this drunk guy comes on the elevator. Walks in. He's sitting over there, and he gets in the corner of the elevator. He's leaning up, and she's
Christmas.
Yes, he's like, "What? Just shut up."
What?
So she looks over at the guy, and she's a classy lady. She looks at him. She says,
I think not.
"Sir, is there a problem?"
Mhm.
And he says, "I don't know about you, lady. Smell like somebody crapped on a Christmas tree in here.
Oh, I ruined your joke. I didn't even know.
Yeah, thank you.
That's funny.
Oh. I will never interrupt again.
Audience member said that's funny. You will interrupt every chance you get. So,
People laughed though, so
Yep.
they got the joke.
they
even
did
with
get the
it.
joke even with you interrupting.
Yeah,
So,
Yes, so
yeah.
so does Avon sell Christmas tree?
it doesn't
Air
matter.
fresheners?
It doesn't matter in relation to the joke.
They
It-
do.
It's realistic
They
to
do?
believe that
Yeah.
they
Do you do Avon?
Yeah, anybody who sells Avon, feel free to put your
do.
link
Yeah,
in there.
chime in.
It works, Plexus, any of that
Yeah.
barium.
Stay away from Plexus.
lithium, all that
Plexus-
stuff you try to
Plexus
sell
people are
us.
weird.
You know, Avon is sponsoring Project Runway this year
Oh, yeah?
with Heidi Klum and
You really love
Tim
that
Gunn.
show, don't you?
I kind of do because I had to watch it. Oh, my wife said I had to. So
You
now,
sure?
So now I'm really interested in
Oh,
it.
okay.
You know, last year it was Maybelline, so just saying.
Mm. Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe.
The
Lorraine,
horse.
ooh,
Ew.
ooh.
Ew.
Lorraine said she ran into Zaxby's recently to use their bathroom and followed a server into the restroom. The
Oh,
server
here it
had her vinyl gloves on, her rubber gloves on, before she went in the stall and left with them still on and made no attempt to wash her hands and then return to prep the chicken. So, that's funny.
You really do trust people to prepare your food.
Oh, you know, one of
With
the
gloves on. She had gloves on, so that's a plus.
one of the reasons I tip the pizza guy well is because I'm scared that he's going to put a booger on my pizza the next time he brings it.
Well, if you go to Domino's, you'll get that anyway.
Well, that's true.
They're called mushrooms.
Oh man, mushrooms are great.
Yeah, but not Domino's.
They're not
Okay.
burgers.
Yeah, have you tasted them?
I've never tasted a booger, so I wouldn't know what to compare
Ah,
it
It
to.
tastes like oysters.
Yeah, there's
So-
no way I would have lived as a child if I would have been a booger eater.
Mm.
Because my mother would have done away with me.
Well, that's where you do the whole discreet thing.
No, maybe,
A lot of people in the medical industry have a theory about booger eating children,
Oh yes.
that they actually have stronger immune systems than anybody else.
Stronger?
Stronger immune systems than anybody else.
Are they eating somebody else's boogers?
No, they're just eating their
so
own.
great, the booger eaters are gonna live longer than everybody.
Survival
So
of the
you've got on it,
of the
so you-
fittest,
You've got a
yes.
lot of catching up to do.
I feel
Yes.
like we're well on our way to that scenario.
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm sure we're gonna get a phone call this week about the content of the show too.
No, yeah, I
Um,
can't believe y'all are talking about booger pickers.
Right.
And
No,
millennials.
booger bears.
His wife's logged in as
Bathroom.
38 TV, so you need to log in as red.
Yeah, so.
It's on the comments.
Here's another
She's
thought.
the one making the comments, because I was like, why is Paul saying?
Oh,
Getting back to our bathroom philosophizing,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's from the drop down.
you cannot pretend to play air guitar.
That's true. In the bathroom?
You either do or anywhere. You
Yeah.
either do or you don't.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
commit.
kind of a Yoda thing. You do or do not.
It's a bit like egg and bacon. The egg is involved, the bacon's committed.
That's true.
I mean, the
Okay.
pig. The chicken's involved, the pig's committed.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
what
how
it-
you agreed with him, even though he didn't say it right.
I was trying to get him to shut up.
That's
Is what I was trying
supportive
to
as a friend.
I was trying to be supportive.
Yes, and
Yeah.
shut up.
You can, Red. It's in the drop down.
It's in the drop down, Red.
Come on, Red. Send him an
Come on,
email.
Red.
Send him an effing email.
Paul doesn't like for you to text him or call him. He'd just rather you send him an effing email.
That's not true. I'll take your call anytime.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
post the phone number
There
right
are
now.
some people you would rather just that they send you an effing email.
That's true.
Five.
That's true.
If
We've
I
heard.
knew their names right
We've
now,
heard
so.
you. We've heard you say that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I prefer it, but, you know.
Okay, so hamburger patties
Uh-huh.
are really just meat cookies.
Is that another one of your profound thoughts?
It's a deep
Don't you
thought.
mean meatloaf?
Meatloaf cookies.
I don't.
Mm.
So whoever typed this meant meatloaf cookies, but I thought meat
That's 'cause it
cookies
says
was
right there.
funnier than what they had
Meat
typed
cookies
on
are
this
pretty
page.
funny. That is pretty
So
funny.
I went out on my own because this is nothing scripted, and I said meat cookies
That's
instead
funny.
of meatloaf cookies.
That's
'Cause
funnier.
I guess it was one of your personal deep thoughts, and I might have just rewrote your head.
That's okay. It's all right.
Right, Steve Burnett joined.
Everybody
All
has their
give
own-
Mr.
I thought
Steve.
that was
thing.
an internet one. I would have never rewrote.
Me neither.
Reworked your stuff.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Curtis Cosmo asked us earlier about an after party. I don't know. You just tell us where you want to do there, Curtis.
What's the
We may
phone
just
number
show up.
for?
case somebody wants to
Okay.
call him, so you can tell them to send him an F an email.
I'll text them back.
And tell them to send an F an email. That's what
Hi,
it is.
Steve.
Yeah, I know my wife doesn't make me watch Project Runway.
No, you
I
love
just
it.
wanted to type in Tim Gunn.
Yeah,
We have some video of Heidi Klum up close. How about that?
Is
okay.
she being a biatch?
Absolutely not. She was
That's
on
what
the,
she does.
she was on the runway with Joan Collins.
Oh.
Oh, was
He
Joan in a
the
wheelchair?
ultimate of biatches.
No, that was before the wheelchair.
Okay.
She died for saying
That was
Michelle
Jackie.
Obama was a man.
No, it was Jackie.
That's a conspiracy.
Oh.
Oh, died?
Was killed.
Hey,
in surgery.
Stephen Burnett.
What was I tagging? Oh, yeah.
Doesn't Stephen Burnett
Gunn.
have a lot of money?
I don't know. I don't know if he does or not.
You
Let's ask
should
him.
sponsor yourself, Steve,
To do what?
to come in here for $100 and sit right
$100?
here, or just bring
It went
some
up, it's
beer.
125.
It's been a while since I've seen him. He seemed like a cool dude. He had a cool motorcycle.
Yeah, I think he's trying to sell that motorcycle. And by the way,
Oh.
maybe next week we will do a
doesn't
swap
he post
shop.
it?
Yeah, Steve, do you still have your Harley you're trying to sell? If you do, put the particulars in the comments here, and
Ooh, or maybe we could start me a GoFundMe for Steve's Harley.
there you go. Or we could start Taint's GoFundMe for that.
Which,
Yeah.
by the way, I'm gonna start 38 Television.
Television?
38 Television.
That'd be so
If you got
cool.
something to sell, bring it in, we'll put it on air.
I want to sell the
Especially if
late
it's
night
unusual.
stuff. I want to
Yeah.
be the late night.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a show in
Yeah.
Key West called Biz Baz, and they used to put people together, buying and selling on the phone, and it was really funny.
So do you take like a percentage of the sale, or how's
Well,
that work?
I thought we might negotiate something like that, so keep the show on air. Thought
Do you
it'd be
have a
fun.
business plan we can look at?
No.
Yeah, we need to see a pro forma
There's
on
no
that before we
plan.
participate.
We already have enough beer, Paul.
I
Yeah.
thought we'd figure. I thought we'd just figure it out as we go along, like everything else.
There you
I
go.
thought it'd be
Okay,
kind of
fine.
fun.
Yeah, sure.
You
Nothing
know,
scripted.
anything you can carry and bring in.
that
just do
doesn't
it, 'cause
require
Yeah.
feeding to keep alive.
Yes, we
Like, you
want
need
no
clauses.
animals.
It's kind of like eBay.
Need Santa Clauses.
Yeah.
I know there is an eBay, so why am I doing eBay? But it's not going to be like that.
No,
It's
no,
gonna be
you do it
fun
on
here.
TV and you talk about
I
items.
see people selling stuff Facebook Live all the time.
There you go.
You know,
All the
we
time.
moved down here from
Especially if it's
Appalachia.
private.
We were in the northeast Georgia mountains before we moved down.
Wait a minute, that's part of the Appalachian chain?
Yeah, it's where the Appalachian Trail is up in that
I
area.
had no idea.
So
I thought that
one
was
of the
Appalachia.
you're up there in the mountains, and so there's not a lot of stuff to do, right?
Is that why you make moonshine?
Yeah, exactly why you make that, and grow weed. But anyway,
Okay.
so
Wait a minute, I thought it was ginseng now.
it is ginseng. That's exactly
You
what it is.
can't illegally grow or mine ginseng without your ginseng lottery license or whatever.
What? Now they license
That's
it?
up in West Virginia
On the
and
Appalachian
up there.
Trail.
I don't think they're so
On the
worried about that in
Appalachian Trail.
Georgia.
On
But
the trail.
what we used to do for fun is they have these auctions on
Word.
Friday and Saturday night. And you go in, and I'm telling you, they were auctioning off everything from pallets full of toilet paper to bleach.
I like that.
It was awesome. It was great. Yeah, I mean, they're sitting there, and you got some auctioneer in overalls without a shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the big man boobs hanging out the side and a cowboy hat on, and he's just going to town with his auction talk, and he's selling toilet paper. And people are bidding on it, man. They're going for a whole pallet of toilet paper would go for $10.
Maybe they're marking it up and selling it on eBay.
I don't know. I don't know
I
what's
would
going on.
totally buy a whole pallet of toilet paper for $10.
Especially
Well,
Charmin.
John's a big
I don't know
Amazon
how I'd get it
guy.
home, but I
Would
would
you
buy
buy
it.
it? You would
I
buy
would
it?
stuff it in my car one
Toilet
roll
paper?
at a time and leave the pallet there.
I mean, if you're getting a
As long
deal,
as it's got a good shelf life.
a
See,
good,
there you
yeah, a deal's a deal. It doesn't go bad. I mean,
I
over
don't
time.
think there should even be toilet paper commercials. It sells itself, people.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Who's not buying it,
We
right?
don't need a cartoon
Yes.
bear to remind us we need toilet paper.
But as far
We
as
do have
toilet
a
paper
Charmin.
commercials go, that is the best toilet
It
paper
is,
commercial.
and it's the best toilet paper.
Because the bear, what's the bear doing in the wood? Does a bear?
Do you know?
But I want you to know that the bear that was living over in the Dune
the
Allen
tree, living in
area
the tree.
Yeah,
pooped right dead
Nuh-uh.
center in the middle of the street.
man, somebody needs to teach that bear some
He
lessons.
did not poop.
No, I think
once.
it's a challenge.
Didn't a bear attack somebody's dog
A
this
friend
week in
of
Walton
mine-
County?
A friend of
Person
mine
attacked
that
this
I went
week?
to high school with in Clifton, Texas, moved here to Paradise to
We
be
don't
with
have
us
them on the
all.
show?
And she was out of town, but
Wow.
her
Mhm. Is it a made-up story?
husband,
Is this
ex-husband. Somebody was
Uh-huh.
watching the kids at her house. and
Somebody
they
she
used-
knew.
I think they possibly used to be married or something like that. But he let the little dog go out. The bear took the dog and actually ran into the woods with the little dog.
Nuh-uh.
And there was a.
To just
there's-
grab the lead and just go like that?
No, it grabbed the dog.
Grab it by the leg, I think is what I read.
Oh.
And then drug it into the woods, and then somehow she got loose and ran back, and then he was getting in between the dog and the bear, and he got
Yeah,
swiped on the
swiped.
back,
Wow.
which made me drive to my mother's house last night because I ain't about to get swiped by no bear.
Mm.
Well, you know, get
But
back-
the good news was the puppy was okay. A few puncture wounds.
Yes.
Mhm.
Puppy was okay, so.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
and
that.
and even better news, the man was okay. For
Okay.
anybody who likes people still, so.
Yeah, in that, you know how I feel about people, but in that
Yeah, I
particular
do.
case,
Some of our
yeah.
friends. Oh, look, there's the story.
yeah, there you go. Thanks, John.
That paper nobody reads.
Yeah.
Oh, John Harlow, would you like to come be a part of our show and be
No,
in
he's doing-
charge of research?
He's doing great.
He's
He's
the
responding
one.
to stuff out there.
He's the one hitting the love buttons.
Yeah, he's tearing it up.
So
out
do you know the similarity between William Shatner and toilet paper?
there. No.
They both get rid of crayons.
Citrus. They both smell like citrus.
That's my other
That's
joke.
your other joke.
Thank you.
That's
That's only two I have.
That's funny.
I heard it in a hurricane.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, here we go.
See?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's worked out well this week.
It has.
Screw those hurricanes.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yep. That's not so good, but you know what? That's what happens whenever you're reading a piece of wood.
Yeah. Do you ever sit around and think about some of the weird things we wear in today's society?
You're wearing one right now.
Pew, pew.
That
T-shirt. T-shirt. No, well, yeah, that's a funny T-shirt. I think. Pew, pew.
That's funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
But like the necktie, think about that.
That's stupid.
Some dude was sitting around and he said, "Hey, let me put this noose around my neck and make a fashion statement."
Yeah,
Yeah. I want to
that's
know that.
exactly what happened.
What
Yeah.
guy is that? I mean, who is it?
I think his first name was Neckles and his last name was Tyden.
Nichols Tyven.
Neckles Tyden.
German fellow.
Yeah, he was.
You know that else Paul really likes?
No.
Those
Oh.
British
Wanna do that live?
those British Butterfingers.
They're not
Crunchy.
Butterfingers, they're crunchies.
Yeah.
They're right up there with Lion Bar.
They smell like John's butt.
Lion Bar
John smuggled those in like specially.
for Paul to have a British Butterfinger.
Oh,
Put them in the freezer, they'll last a month.
somebody's gonna jump through the doors in a minute.
Well,
Christians.
we appreciate it, John.
Christian seems to work pretty good as a first name, right?
Yep.
But you never hear somebody named Jewish or Muslim. But John pointed out early that you do hear
about
people named
Muhammad?
Muhammad. Yes.
Yeah, see. Holla.
But don't draw him.
Not Holla.
Don't
Holla
draw
or
it.
Holla?
What's he look like?
It's just like a Muslim dude.
Mohammed bin Laden?
Yes.
Holla at the bar.
Holla. Holla Akbar.
That's funny. Oh wait, that is funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
There you go. You
That's just
made a
right.
comment about the dead piece of wood, right?
So tell us something, teen, so we can put on camera 3.
Wow. We got to perform through the Emerald Coast Theater Company
Thank you.
this weekend
We're
for
good.
the Sassy Sisters.
The what?
Sassy Sisters.
Sassy Sisters.
They're this group of ladies, about 75 strong,
Uh-huh.
on 30A that, I guess what's the golf course across the way from?
Santa Rosa?
Santa Rosa?
Yep, that one. They live there or whatever, and they pay this
They live there.
monthly dues, and they set these parties up, and they had us come in and improvise for them, and they were really a lot of fun.
Were they?
Yeah,
When was that?
2 days ago, yesterday, Sunday.
Monday?
When you say we, who are we talking about?
The Emerald Coast Theater Company's improv troupe,
Okay.
Wow.
which I like to call us the Smart Asks, but they feel like that's a little risque.
Oh,
So,
yeah, they're probably a little more
censoring.
conservative over there at
Love that.
ECTC.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah, because they deal with kids a lot, so.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's it.
It's a thing.
Yes.
That's their thing. I
That-
mean, yeah.
Yeah.
These ladies, Sassy
Got internet
Sisters,
going
want
on again.
fall from being children.
Fall.
Fa, fa.
Yeah, they have a lot of clubs. They got a book club there.
Do they?
People who like to read.
Mm. Yep.
You know, reading's just kind of like staring at a dead piece of wood for hours and hallucinating.
What a segue that was. That's the best segue ever.
That was a great segue. wasn't it?
Plug it back in, and then it was fine. And then you gotta hit stream and record again.
Man, we can't have a whole show without something messing up, can we?
Where did it go? We did last week.
No, we didn't.
What messed up?
It was
It was
sloppy
freezing up like
first.
every 30 seconds.
All
Yeah.
right, get back in place. We're on.
Shut up.
We're not back on. We got this many
I'm
more
so
days.
over this.
How long have you had it?
I'm dipping out under the
Go
table
take
once
a
this
second.
thing comes
No. It'd be funny if you're here.
But I'm
Come
not
back
even
home.
like TV ready.
It didn't matter. You're good.
We're gonna go live, and then I'm gonna
Hold your
dip out,
tits
like
up.
dip out really quickly. Just. Hey guys, this is
think the
the new
internet
bra that
See,
we're going
nobody
with.
would even notice
the
that
internet
if you
off.
didn't make it a deal. I didn't notice it. I'm a dude who notices boobs. So, I didn't even
You're
think
live.
about it until that point. So,
See?
are we? We back on?
Yeah.
No.
It was
I
for a
think
second.
something went
Look how
wrong.
much
All
younger I
right,
look.
all right. So, hey,
This has
hey,
been so much fun.
this has been a lot of fun.
Oh.
Oh, what's the matter?
Something went wrong.
Oh, that's a great way to freeze. Oh, and you're grabbing the boobies.
But it's still operating here, so we're good.
Oh, so if you're just coming back, we were just discussing lingerie.
And all things.
Are you blushing?
She is.
Turn on the camera.
She is
I
blushing a
just
little bit.
grabbed my boobs on live television.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
On a censored show.
Yes.
Yes.
We're good.
But it's not scripted, so it's not a biggie.
Hopefully those people we made mad a while ago just saved themselves the trouble and quit watching.
Yeah, let's hope that.
Whoa.
Let's hope that was the case. Yeah. Stephen Burdett just said, "Whoa."
Whoa is right.
I'm going back to my station.
Hey, we'll probably get an extra 10,000 views because of that.
Yeah, stay where you are.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Is it still?
Steve says, "I feel like I owe you $1."
We were just talking about you.
Plus 100 more.
That's
That
really
was
fun.
my 30 seconds of fame.
That's right. Good
That's
job.
the gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you. That is. That's
Taking like
magical.
3 minutes at this point.
Yes. All right. So I'm seeing a frozen screen here, but apparently somebody else can see stuff. So
Yeah,
In a few minutes.
is it?
Yep. Still
All right.
recording, see?
So anyway, a couple of things I was going to talk about
Yeah,
tonight.
make Wes talk in his camera about it.
Yeah, Irma. That was one thing we were going to cover.
Which was a what?
Was a hurricane.
Ursula?
And the guys in the Middle Keys, you guys say prayers, keep your thoughts with the folks in the Middle Keys. If you can help out and donate in
Middle
some way,
Keys?
Middle Keys.
Yes, that's what got smoked.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Key West came out okay. It was around Marathon and the Middle Keys, up around north of Big Pine, those areas that got hit pretty hard. Of course, there was some flooding, a little bit of flooding in Miami.
Sit down now.
Some other damage, so you guys be sure to keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Jacksonville got a lot of flooding as well. So, if you guys have some extra hurricane water or hurricane snacks that you can donate,
Oh my God.
I would
got
recommend-
some water to donate.
you could send it to those guys out because they can use it
Keep
because
I didn't even understand why we were getting it. Nobody drinks water at the house.
well,
It's like, we
But
were
you gotta
gonna
wash
bathe
in it.
and no, you fill up jugs for that. Don't go.
Yeah.
ballistic.
Well, all you have to do is get a water filter, and then you wouldn't have to go buy the water.
Yeah, I
Save a
saw your
bunch of
program the
money.
other
Water
night.
Wellness that
I'm just saying.
Ryan Wallace that was with us that one time.
The one guy, that, got on for free.
one of the good things about
I didn't mean
Floridians.
to bring him up.
Who was that?
Nobody.
The water guy.
The water guy? He was on Friday night, wasn't he?
What's up with camera one?
Twice.
I don't know what's going on with anything, to be honest with
Oh,
you.
look, there you go.
I'm seeing me sitting there doing this on here,
That's
so.
working here. So,
I see that my neck was
listen,
floating out.
last week we thought stuff was going wrong. It was perfect.
Who's the mean guy in
So
the
what
background?
we got, like 5 minutes left?
I don't
Who's
know.
the guy
8
on the
minutes?
TV?
I think he's a sponsor, so
That's,
let's not talk bad about it.
I wasn't. He just looked.
That was,
He looked
uh,
like Tony Soprano.
It was him,
he runs a limo company, so yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Did you see Vincent Francis died
I did.
from The Sopranos?
Yes,
That was
I
a
did.
shame. That's one, so they come in threes, right?
Nope. There were two other people that died right before that, so that would be
The
the
Pope?
third.
No, the Pope's
Oh.
still sticking around, holy cow.
Oh,
So,
it smells like Christmas.
we're at 7 o'clock, guys, so,
That's a callback. We love stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely
You
a
know what?
callback to
That's
an
fun.
earlier statement.
Thank
If you
you.
missed it, be sure to rewatch the broadcast later.
Let's not.
Yes.
And then try to
No,
like
let's.
upload it to your computer, put it in the Movie Maker, and make it one entire broadcast.
Oh, I'll do that already.
Yeah.
See, I
There
do
you
that
go.
every week.
Yeah, if you missed the broadcast tonight, you can
Oh,
always go
sorry,
to
Jerry.
38 TV and
Yep, 30
watch it there. And 38.tv. Or go to MediaCom and watch it there on Channel 17 in reruns.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go to teensplackburn.com and I'll have Wes upload it to my website.
There you
He's
go.
a
Or
marketing genius.
nothing-scripted.tv. I should.
Really?
I have to give Wes a big shout out for putting my website together. So
Yeah.
if you guys ever go by
Wait a minute.
www.teensplackburn.com.
You don't even have to put the www.
You don't even,
Just
but
put
I
Teens
like
Blackburn.
to. I like to go ahead and put the HTTPS colon //www.teensblackburn.com, and you'll see
Why don't
where.
you type it in right here?
You type. Go ahead.
All right, wait a minute.
Teensblackburn.com.
Wes did all
HTTP.
that
How do you spell W?
for me,
I did.
and he can do it for you too. So
I sure can.
contact
W,
Wes at.
And
GrooveWebMarketing.com. Wes at
You don't even
GrooveWebMarketing.com.
have to put the www in.
Nope, it's just Groove, and that's GROVE.
Like,
Web
put your groove on.
marketing, yes.
Mhm.
Get out of the rut and get into the groove.
do you know what's
Heard it
cool?
here.
Do you know what's cool? That
Ice
you
cubes?
knitted that website. You knitted that, right? You
Yes.
knitted it, but I gave you the wool.
You gave me the wool?
How did you give him the wool?
He ain't give me a damn thing.
He
Let's
got
just be
nothing.
clear about
He
that.
doesn't hold my material.
He doesn't give me a thing.
Steve Burnett has $1 for you, Adriana.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Right. So we're gonna see you next week, guys. 6
Yeah,
o'clock.
absolutely.
Thanks
Let me,
for
let,
tuning
let-
in 3
It's not-
times.
let me-
let me leave you with this closing thought. If you ever feel like you're being lazy, just remember that the ancient Greeks believed their gods lived on a top that was very climbable, on a hill that was very climbable, but no one ever bothered to go up and check.
It's very flammable.
Flammable, climbable.
Is that true?
That's funny.
Yeah, Mount
That's
Olympus
like-
is right there in Greece.
That's like
They
the
believed
people
that their
that walk
gods lived up there, but nobody ventured to climb up the
They're
mountain
scared
to see.
of their
Yeah.
God.
Maybe.
That's a
But
good note to end
I
on.
just want to say that that's like the people that walked around for 40 years.
In the
Israel-
wilderness,
the Israelites.
it's a pretty straight shot from Egypt to.
But they
yeah.
just walked around the same little city.
Well, that's true. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Be sure to tune in. Tell your friends, share. What's wrong? What's going?
We can't end it.
It's
Okay.
Now we can't get off
That's
here.
hilarious.
That's hashtag
If only
irony.
there was